So recently, some pretty important things just went down in The Sims. We recently, during this past week, actually reached The Sims 4's 20th anniversary, which is just pretty kind of like meaningful for me in some ways. So, for those who don't know, because I've actually never mentioned it on this channel, February 2nd is my birthday. I turned 25 this year. Love that for me. Sometimes I look 12, sometimes I look 40, and I'm 25. Loving it. Love this look for me. The Sims, as you all know, the franchise was released on February 4th, 2000. So pretty much my entire life, I have had The Sims there. The Sims 1 and 2, I didn't really play that much. I played it at friends' houses, thought it was fun, but it's like whatever. The Sims 3 is really where I actually started to play. If you've seen some of my other videos where I've talked about it before, I don't really have that much of an emotional attachment, however, to The Sims 3, solely because I didn't have a laptop that could really play it that well. So, me and The Sims 3 just, we ain't super close. As you all do know, though, I'm a huge fan of The Sims 4. It's my personal favorite in the franchise, and I do think part of it has to do, it's the one I've played the most. The one that, it's like the one where it really clicked for me. I don't know. However, we just had The Sims 4 20th anniversary. I just turned 25 as well during the same week. Love that. Love it. Love it. Um, and we got kind of our 20th anniversary celebration, and it's been met with some mixed reviews. And I'm not like gonna say that they're unfair because I do think sometimes The Sims does get a lot of unfair criticism, especially The Sims 4. But yeah, this was oof. So I have the patch notes here. I got them from the Sims community, and updated on February 4th, which was the anniversary. And there's just this whole little thing that they wrote out. Not being the Sims team, they wrote 20 years ago. The Sims was released on the 4th of February 2000. As a simulation game, it confused a lot of traditional gamers because it had no defined end goals and there was no way to win. Non-players even described it as that game where you have to tell your character to use the bathroom. Even now, 2 decades later, some people have yet to abandon this mindset, but many of you have been with us from the beginning or joined in the years between. You understand why The Sims is so much more than playing house. This is actually one of the reasons I really do like The Sims. I've never been really kind of like into task-oriented games or games with like a goal, or something for you to finish. I did play a lot of the Resident Evil games, um, and like there's a reason I haven't really gone back to them, and this is because I do prefer this kind of gameplay where you are more interested in the interpersonal lives and drama between your, I guess, your character, your sim, with the neighbors, and you like working on the things that kind of make um, the game fun. Like I think that's one of the big differences between The Sims and other games. And it's not that you can't have a lot of that in your gameplay because there's lots of different mods as well as in the game you can do things, especially in older games, or older versions of The Sims. There's like zombies and whatnot. Um, and even the current Sims iteration, there's so much more. If you want to go into more like oriented gameplay where you are more interested in the tasks and the goals, you can do that. But a big part of The Sims also is that interest on the interpersonal. It just has to kind of like the psychology of how people play games, and like there's a reason people are oriented towards one or the other. And they go in and say thank you, blah blah blah. To start off the celebration, we have added a birthday hot tub, which you can find and build by as soon as you update your game. Yes, this is for everyone. We've also added some new music. This says to start the celebrations. It makes me feel like this isn't going to be the only update we're getting for the 20th anniversary, just because that was the day. And I do think this is part of why I think there's a lot of unfair criticism right now. A lot of people are like, oh, we just got some new music and a new hot tub. And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, the hot tub's a little like I think it's good for people who don't want to buy different packs. Like I know a few people who do not buy stuff packs and game packs who just do expansion. So they don't have perfect patio stuff, so they don't have um hot tubs. So I do think this is a good kind of mix, and I do think hot tubs should have been in the base game to begin with. So now that they're in the base game, I think it kind of makes a little bit more sense. It also definitely makes the base game a lot more worth it now than it was probably at launch. And of course, there's a bunch of new music, some really fun ones. Jekyll and Hyde by Bishop Bridges, a Charlie XCX song, We Are Young by Fun, a little old, but a fave. Another Janelle Monáe song. And then they also had some fixes and updates. Really, that just being one for the base game and one for Island Living. And like I said, because of the wording, I'm assuming that there's going to be more content coming out related to the anniversary of The Sims. Because this is to start off the celebrations. And I do know they're also celebrating by giving away different promo codes and giving away packs and stuff. Like I said, I'm still thinking there's going to be more to come. I don't know if it's going to be more this month or maybe a little bit down the line, or they're going to be like, here's another thing. I know we recently did those surveys on things to fix in the game. I do think part of that is going to be later down later down the road. Sorry, not later down the load. This is not laundry. This is not laundry day stuff pack. No, but later down the road, I do think we're going to get some of those updates, and it's definitely going to be kind of like formatted or kind of put into the perspective of it's the 20th anniversary of The Sims. Here's some life updates, some quality updates to the game and whatnot. So I'm not gonna lie, I was like, when we just got hot tub, I wasn't like mad. Like I know there's some people that are mad that we got a hot tub. I'm kind of like, that's cool. And I kind of do like it. Like I definitely think you could, if you really wanted to, you can make something like it in the game. But I think there's just something about it that's really nice. I don't know. I like it. I do understand anyone who has criticism of it, however. But with that said, I also do have some criticism that I just feel like it's very underwhelming. But they say celebrations, so I'm kind of holding out that they're not done celebrating the 20th anniversary. Even though, the 4th was the launch day of the Sims franchise, I just think more is to come. And I don't know, to me it just makes sense that like this year, 2020, the 20th anniversary of the Sims franchise would be the year where I feel like they just really are going to celebrate it maybe throughout the year, throughout the next few months. I'm not mad that this is the only thing we got. I do think it's a little odd that they chose for like the anniversary, the day of the anniversary, to just be like, here's a hot tub and two weird fixes to Island Living and base game. Um, but I'm going solely off the wording. I'm still looking forward to see what they give us. So let me know down below if you think we're going to get anything else or if you think this is it. Let me know if you feel like some of the outrage, I don't want to call it outrage, but the community reaction is warranted. Or if you don't think it's warranted, also let me know. I'm kind of in the boat of right now I think it's unwarranted because I think we're going to get more. If we don't, then I'll definitely be like kind of one of those people that's like, oh, 20th anniversary, 20th year of The Sims was a thing. Like I said, it's the 20th year, so I feel like it's really gonna be like a year celebration. So yeah, that's all I really had to say. I didn't really even want to make a video on this, but I kind of felt like I should because I was seeing a lot of negativity, and I feel like more on the positive side. And it's nice to get a positive perspective But I also understand when people are mad, they don't want to hear positive. So please don't get mad that I'm being positive. Anyways, thank you so much for watching this video. Please check out some of my other content, and I'll see you in the next one.